Mr. A.K. Balan, Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Petronet LNG, joins us to walk us through what transpired for Petronet LNG for the quarter gone by. Mr. Balan, good morning and thank you for joining us. Take us through the highlights of your Q4 performance for Petronet LNG.
Well, as far as this financial results are concerned, the company overall in the year has done, from the throughput point of view, about 96%. There's a marginal decrease in the throughput there. And annually, if you see in terms of, if you translate in terms of number of cargoes, I mean overall we have done about 9 cargoes approximately less than what we had done in the previous year. So it's a very marginal difference. From our 2 terminals, if you see, the most of the performance has come from Dahej, which is operated at a much higher capacity. Kochi has done just about 3.5 to 4% kind of a capacity utilization, and that has worked only for a short time. And we have sort of supplied about approximately 1.5 cargo from there.
Mr. Balan, profitability for FY14 has taken a hit compared to the previous fiscal. Primary reasons according to you for this?
Well, I would say the main impact has come because the Kochi terminal was capitalized, in September. So that half-yearly hit, a little more than that, has come in this financial year, and that means that the depreciation and interest part has come in this thing. So that is the main reason for that. Another reason I could perhaps add is that had there been little more higher utilization of capacity at Kochi, it would have been perhaps much lesser on that.
What is the outlook for Petronet LNG in FY15 and guidance on volumes and throughput in coming months?
Well, we feel we are confident to do better in the next year, and primarily one from the Dahej terminal. If you see, we have actually contracted some short-term volumes which would take us through the year for supplying to our off-takers. That is a committed quantity already contracted. So I think our volumes from Dahej would be much higher than what this year. Also, we feel that some of the smaller problems at Kochi may be tackled by that time, and the offtake from Kochi also would go up with the BPCL taking more volumes and also expanding, as also FACT coming back on stream. I think with that we should be able to do better next year.
And what's the status on Dahej expansion? When will the terminal be able to process the 15 million ton capacity target?
Well, yes, I think that's very important from the country's point of view. The Dahej terminal is the nerve center as far as the regasified LNG supply is concerned. I'm happy to share that we have awarded all contracts for the expansion part, that is the 5 million ton expansion module. And I'm also happy to say that all these contracts have been very competitive. In fact, even lesser than the budgeted amount on that. Number 2, they are very definite timeline, and I'm giving that November 2016 Dahej terminal should be operating at 15 million ton capacity. Number 2, the jetty, the second jetty, you'll be happy to know that we have already commissioned it. 18th of April actually we got our first ship there, and that gives us a lot of flexibility in terms of number of ships that we can bring in, bigger ships that we can bring in. We can perhaps at the same time bring 2 ships also that. So that's all those aspects are taken care of that. We also have some contractual arrangements with GSPC that would add to our bottom line from the second jetty as well. And third point is that we believe that there is perhaps further scope of expansion, considering that some of our off-takers and promoters have expressed more desire to book capacity. And I think from our company's long-term perspective, it is good to book long-term capacities and higher capacities, and that would give us very sustained kind of revenue. I don't think in the world there is any other terminal which would operate at of a 15 million ton capacity, regas capacity, operating almost 100% capacity. So I think from that point of view, the management is examining possibilities of debottlenecking the present expansion project, whether we can add volume through the debottlenecking or perhaps go separately for a independent another module of maybe 2.5 million ton to add on right now on this.
Okay, latest on the ADB's offloading of stake in Petronet LNG. We've also seen global players have emphasized some interest. Have hurdles been posted by GAIL and others? Are they over?
Well, I see quite positive development now, and I believe that shortly ADB would definitely move ahead on their divestment of their equity part in this thing. The ministry has convened meeting, discussed, and have given clear way forward on this. All the stakeholders, all the promoter companies have also agreed and given a go-ahead to the ADB. We hope they come up and bring in some strategic partner or otherwise, but I believe that things would move quicker now.